Greetings. Imagine you're going to a new city with no hotel reservations, no Airbnb, not a single penny spent. Yet you have a cozy place to stay, meals waiting for you, and people like family ready to welcome you. Sounds unreal, right? Well, this is exactly what networking has made possible for me. Every single location pin that you see on this map, it's not just a place, but doors that are always open. Just because I chose to create meaningful connects. Creating network and fostering relationships, one of the biggest nightmare to all introverts, but perhaps one of the strongest assets to a working professional. People oftenly think networking is an entrepreneurial term. They think it's merely about transactions. But folks, genuine networking is about creating relationships, which will then help you in your personal or professional life. At the age of 16, I became a published author to the book Roots to Roof. I was a business enthusiast who traveled across the country to attend different workshops, seminars, trainings, learn a lot and meet a lot of people. I was in my 11th when I realized I must build a strong credibility for myself, a PR, for anything I wanted to do years down the road to create a face value. Now, I oftenly saw that a lot of self-development books are motivating and inspiring. But what's next? Motivation could be worn off within days. That's where I thought of covering practices, habits, rituals, routines, and everything 30 successful individuals did to reach from their roots to their roof. The arrow that you see in my book represents our childhood game X and O's, where if you connect all three O's, you get a victory in your life. As I moved with my vision of interviewing 30 industry leaders, I initially began with 5, picking the 5 most successful people I knew in my network. Moving further, I did not spend time looking for others, rather asking for others. A simple yet powerful strategy, referrals. After every interview, I would ask the interviewee, could you connect me with 2 more people? 2 more who you think should be a part of my journey, my book, and most importantly, my learnings. From 5 to 10, 10 to 20, I completed 35 interviews, shortlisting 30 out of them, drafting, redrafting, editing, publishing, launching in a span of 79 days. The irony is, life is about moving further and looking into the future. But it is only to be understood when you look at it in reverse. You can only connect the dots after reaching a point in your journey where you can smile for today and then look backwards. Today, whenever I am in need of any mentoring or expert help, these 30 are the first line of people I go to. It's the relationship I have fostered which helps me mature better. Everyone you will ever meet will know something you don't. Trust me when I say this, you learn the most when you are with industry leaders and people who are winning in their respective niche. There is a saying, you are an average of your 5. I want you all to walk with me on this. Imagine everyone near you is powerful, is successful. Imagine where can that take you as for your knowledge, your opportunities, your wisdom as a person in its whole. You need help in any given situation, you will always have the best person ready, one call away. This magic is to be maintained before being used. Creating the network is the easiest part. The challenge is to maintain it. Out of sight is out of mind. Folks, I have a habit of calling every single one my mentors and seniors on occasions such as Diwali, Guru Purnima, New Year, my birthday, their birthdays, their anniversaries, to simply ask them for their blessings on my journey ahead and greet them on the occasion. After having a fabulous launch of my book, I went off on a 20-day solo trip. A trip to regenerate myself, take a break, connect with nature, and most importantly, make a lot of friends. I covered 6 locations during my trip: Jaipur, Delhi, Gurgaon, Shimla, Jangling, Nagpur. My initial 5 days were spent at Gurgaon, Delhi for a national startup competition. It was a competition where we had folks from around the country learn, compete, and win. Right after my competition, I had a 6 days Himalayan trek planned for me. And seeing my schedule, I had 3 luggages with me. A suitcase for all my formals, my shoes, my blazers, anything I needed to keep myself presentable. A rucksack separately for my trekking. And a duffel bag for everything extra. I even carried 20 copies of my book, which I was able to sell in the first night of networking itself. Now, I want you all to take a look at my roadmap. If you see carefully, on the return of my journey, I had to spend one night in Delhi and another in Nagpur. Now, there was absolutely no way I could have taken 3 bags with me on a trek, right? Here's what I did. I created a ton of friends during my startup competition. I was fortunate enough to find someone from Delhi and someone from Nagpur. I split my bags. I sent one back to Nagpur, another at Delhi, and on the return of my trip, collected both of them safe and soundly. Talking about spending the night, yes, I stayed at their places only. Every single location pin that you saw on the first slide is a place where I have a friend or a mentor resided, that anytime today I visit their cities, I just need to make one phone call, bhai, aaj tere yahan aa raha hu. Or if it's to a senior or a mentor, uncle, aaj aapke shahar mein aa raha hu. Let me take you back to what happened in Shimla as well. I was a traveler exploring the city. I left off in the morning, saw all the beauty Shimla had to offer, went to a temple and saw a beautiful sunset and started finding my way back. I must confess, for the first 30 minutes, I thought I was walking on the right path. It was until I felt, Yagya, you are lost. Now, I remember the landmark of my hotel and I asked someone, hi, I want to reach here, can you guide me? The kind man guided me that go to this bus stop, take this bus and you will reach to your destination. Fair? There I was, standing on the bus stand. I saw someone in a school uniform. Seeing the time, I assumed the guy was either coming back from school or tuitions. I began a conversation with him. Turns out, even he had to get off on the same stop and even he was in 12th. We talked over an hour and right when we were about to exchange contacts, I asked him, buddy, what's your passion? He said, Yagya, I'm preparing for NEET. But I think down to my core, I always had a thing or two for rapping. At an instant, I showed him the profile of one of my friends who's a music producer and said, listen man, he would love to collaborate with you. Anytime you want to explore rapping ahead, anytime you want to get your work outside and published, you know whom to call. Coming back to present, I am in still touch with that friend. We get on a call every month or so. We appreciate each other on our achievements. And folks, this is the thing about networking. It's always give and get. One must go from a very selfless approach that even if I don't get anything in return, I'm at least able to help someone else out. The currency of real networking is not greed, but generosity. And just like Sir Abdul Kalam said, a great nation is not built by handsome people. It is made by those who lend their hand to some people. Now, say about 4-5 months back, I got a call from him saying, Yagya, I've been listening to your podcast. Some phenomenal work you're doing. He said, listen man, I know a lot of top shot entrepreneurs of Shimla. If you ever want to cover them, or next time if you ever come to Shimla, I can get a couple of them arranged for you. You know whom to call. Now friends, I never asked him to offer help. But it was the relationship that we fostered which made him initiate in the first place. The problem is, we oftenly don't trust strangers. And that trust comes from 2 factors. Number 1, trust is to be received when it is given in the first place. And number 2, the energy you go with, the intentions you go with. Because agree or not, people can read your intentions. So, my challenge to you is this. Next time you're in a new city, conference, coffee line, lean in. Offer help before asking it. Ask questions. Share your stories and most importantly, listen to theirs. Because the next person you meet may just be the key to unlocking a whole new chapter in your life. Let's harness the power of authentic human connections, because when we do, Today, your help to someone. Tomorrow, he becomes the bridge to your needs. I leave you with this. How does your map look like right now? And what are you going to do to expand it? Thank you so much.